Hey, Michelle's daughter, how are you? Hey, Chit Chat, how's it going? Hey, Chris G. Hey, Mixology. Hey, guys. Thank you, everyone, for coming in. So, guys, just in case y'all didn't see my last community tab, everything is okay with us here after the storm. We've started our cleanup today. We had some, branches and leaves and a bunch of stuff on the porch and on the back deck. Our fence that we share with our neighbor next door did fall. It fell in our yard. So I just had a conversation with the neighbor, and he's going to put some new poles in tomorrow, and we're going to get the fence put back up. We're putting up a new piece of the fence. So that was really the only damage that we sustained. And honestly, that piece of the fence that fell, it was kind of old anyway. So it probably was on its last leg. So everything is good to go here. We did lose power for like 2 hours, long enough for us to pull the generator out and to get all the cords and shit out. And as soon as we got everything set up, the power clicked back on, of course. So, yep, everything is fine here is with me. Um, I did see on the news that a few people did have, trees and stuff fall in their houses and cars, etc. I don't think anybody in this direct area has passed away, so, that's a good thing. But that is not really why we are here. We are here to get into the shit. So, y'all just hold on a second. Let me pull up my notes and we can get into it. And I got a lot as far as notes. I mean, not a lot, but it goes back because we've been talking about the storm for like the past week. So hold on, let me see what I got for y'all. I haven't listened to any of this before I came live. So okay, so the first thing we're going to talk about is this thing with James and Olivia. I don't think we've discussed that yet since the last time we talked. So, from what I remember, the situation with James and Olivia was somewhere and she was making comments and James didn't like it. He cleaned her ass up and then she kind of doubled down, but it wandered off into James, not James. It wandered off into Olivia versus Jay Wilson. And it got kind of nasty when it wandered off into Olivia versus Jay Wilson because she decided that she wanted to compare him to, what did she call the shit? I can't remember what she called it, but I know it as a pederast. So that's what Olivia was over there giving Jay Wilson. Girl, chit chat, it's sort of kind of full. I haven't really been taking notes on a lot of this shit because some of it is just kind of fly by night shit and it's not really stuff that we need to burn into memory for further dragging purposes. So the notes are probably real sporadic from this week and because it was hurricane week here, so I've been preparing for like a week. But I mean, what do y'all think as far as the thing with Olivia and Jay Wilson? Now he did come on and he gave her ass a good one too. What does he call her? He calls her oh shit, what does he call her? uh Ella May or some shit like that. Like it's a real it's a real crazy name he calls her. And he said that she reminds him of like the first lady of the church. No, that was James. James said that she reminds her of the first lady of the church. But Jay Wilson said kind of, okay, thank you, Linty, Hattie May. I knew it was some shit like that. And that's crazy. Because I've heard Jay Wilson say that Deanna's mama's name is Hattie too. So is he being facetious or is that shit true? Speaking of Deanna and Jay Wilson, did y'all witness this little spat that they had going on recently? Like today? Yesterday? So yesterday, Jay Wilson was talking big shit. He kind of came like out of left field. Well, yeah, he came out of left field on Deanna because his situation that he was upset with had to do with Net. And I guess he just can't help but to connect those two together because they are friends. Even though that's crazy because one person does not define another person, but whatever. So, yeah, him and Deanna got into it. Deanna cussed the shit out of his ass this afternoon. Like every now and again, we'll get Deanna in rare form, and she'll just fucking start blasting. And Jay Wilson got it today. Not only that, he got a double dose because y'all know Jay Dunn, Jake from State Farm, is over there doxing his fucking phone number. Well, if you didn't know, now you know. Jay Dunn is fighting for her life throughout the beef sector because people are telling her she's wrong for putting out Jay Wilson's personal phone number on her community tab. Now, y'all know I'm not subscribed to that bitch, but I did go over there to see what the fuck was going on. And it's definitely over there on her community tab. And she says she's not taking it down. Not only did she say she's not taking it down, she said that this is an entertainment application and this is part of the entertainment. Now, I did listen to her recent video to find out what her reasoning was for posting this shit. And in her recent video, she said that this is an entertainment application and she's not taking it down because it's entertainment. She also says that she is slow and stupid and retarded. She said this about herself. She said she is slow and stupid and retarded and she was just pressing buttons on her phone. And didn't have no idea what she was doing. She was just pressing buttons because she's slow and stupid and retarded. Chit Chat said, she said he inserted himself in her business. Yep, she said that too. And she also said that since Jay Wilson want to play a mentor role in her life, that anybody who got any complaints about her needs to forward them to Jay Wilson and give his ass a call and complain to him because he is her mentor. Well, he's trying to play the role of her mentor. Hey, Jen the Goddess. Hey, Andrea. Hey, Linty. Hey, LJ. Thank you guys for being members. Who else did I miss? Hey, M. Tate. Who else? If I missed anybody, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Hey, Victoriously Shay. Hey, Star Bell. Girl, yes. Chit Chat. So that bitch said since he want to play mentor, you can forward all your complaints about Jake and from State Farm to Jay Wilson. And she said this over on Deanna's channel because Deanna was going to fuck off and Jay Dunn asked for the link. When Jay Dunn asked for the link, Deanna made me squeal because she told that bitch, she was like, look, don't be coming up here trying to change the motherfucking subject, bitch. You see, I'm cussing out Jay Wilson, so if it ain't about that, don't bring your ass up here. Basically, that's what she told that bitch. Like, she got her ass together real quick and told Jake from State Farm, don't come up here trying to change the fucking subject and make this shit about you like you like to do, bitch. If you ain't coming up here to drag or gag, then stay the fuck off of my link. But lucky for Jay Dunn, she did not get cussed out. I was waiting for Deanna to cuss that bitch out. Girl, M. Tate. I was waiting for Deanna to cuss that bitch out, but she didn't because Jay Dunn got up there and gave what needed to be gave as far as Deanna and her people are concerned by letting them know that she had doxed Jay Wilson's phone number over on her community tab. Jay Wilson came live for like 9 minutes, and that nigga was very smug and tongue-in-cheek. He said Jay Wilson was playing the scared white woman role. Jay Wilson gave us his best fucking Karen. Do you hear me? Jay Wilson said he is terrified for his safety. He said he don't know how he gonna make it through the day. He said people is calling him and harassing him and threatening him and saying disparaging things about his sexuality. He said he had received 4 whole phone calls by the time he had hit the live button. 4, bitch. 1, 2, 3, 4. He had received 4 whole phone calls, disparaging phone calls, blasting him for his sexuality, etc., etc. And he was still receiving phone calls as he was live. He said that he was going to contact, wait for it, bitch, wait for it. He said he was going to contact Bambi and Intrinsic. Bitch, when he said that, my neck snapped twice because I was around here cleaning, cleaning from the storm and shit. When he said that shit, my neck snapped twice. Like, wait a minute, bitch. I just knew he was going to say he was going to call the police. No. This nigga ain't say he was going to call the police. He said he's going to call Bambi and Intrinsic. I'm like, what the fuck can them bitches do? What can Bambi or Intrinsic do? What can they tell you that they haven't already said on somebody else's panel, on their own fucking channel? They've run the shit into the ground. They've said everything there is to say. This nigga say he's gonna call Bambi and Intrinsic. Bitch, I squall. Only in the beef sector, bitch. Not the popo. Not a lawyer. Not a piece of representation, not Legal Shield. Bitch, he didn't say he was finna call Legal Shield. He said he was finna call Bambi and he was finna call Intrinsic. Bitch, I die. Absolute unabashed fucking shenanigans around these parts. I swear. I swear. uh, because she's mad at Jay Wilson and she is doxing him. That tell me something is wrong with her. You know what, Andrea? Andrea, we been knew something was wrong with that bitch. It's just a shame that, it is a shame that some people, and I understand because I used to be that way. Some people don't believe shit stank when it comes to the beef sector. Some people don't believe that when we say, or when somebody says, or when a group of people says that somebody is absolutely fucking trash and garbage, some people believe, well, they haven't done nothing to me, so they're okay. No, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. You gotta let go of that fucking mentality in this day and age in the beef sector, because we know too much. We've seen too much. We know the character of these fucking people. At this point, you know who's trash and who's not. And even if they haven't done anything to you, you just have to make a concerted effort to just cut some people off sometimes. Because they haven't done it to you don't mean that you won't be next, bitch. So sometimes it's just best to cut and run. And Jay Dunn is one of them bitches. It is just best to cut and fucking run when it comes to her or anybody who really deals with her on that type of level. Because she's fucking trash. And I'm not saying that Susie was justified in that shit that she did as far as claiming to send black roses and all that shit to Jay Dunn's mama's grave. I'm not saying Susie was justified. I'm just saying I would like some of the beef sector historians who remember way back then to re-explore the reason why Susie took it to that level. Like, I was around back then, but I wasn't paying attention. Because, I didn't think this shit mattered enough to even pay attention back then. I didn't think it was going to be like a sector. It was just people talking shit on other people I didn't know. And I didn't know Jay Dunn back then. So when the situation happened, it didn't matter to me because I didn't really know who the fuck she was talking about. But I would like the people who were there, who really remember, to re-explore the reason that Susie did that shit. Because with us knowing now what we know about Jake Dunn and the way that she operates, what was the reason? Was Susie kind of justified? Because we see the kind of shit that Jay Dunn do. We see the kind of shit that she do. And not only that, I seen while I was scrolling her fucking community tab when I saw Jay Wilson's shit. And not only that, like I think she took down the picture that she posted of that lady intrinsic, but then she put the shit back up. Like, and also, y'all, I don't know. YouTube really needs to get it together as far as these community tabs because you can post like anything on that motherfucker, and it's almost impossible for somebody to flag you through community tab. That's dangerous, especially if YouTube claims that they have an affinity for children. That community tab could be dangerous when it comes to real life child predators. I ain't talking about the fake ass child predators you all claim that each other are on YouTube. I'm talking about real life child predators could use that community tab as a tool for fucking terror because it can't be, it seems like it can't be flagged. I mean, you can flag it. It just seems like the flags go nowhere and do nothing. Oh, all I know is Jay Dunn sent the poop trophy. See, I remember like little certain things and shit mixology, but I don't remember the full story. Cause like I said, I wasn't even paying attention and I didn't know half of the players. Like it's if it would be like if somebody new would jump into my chat right now, they would be absolutely fucking lost because they don't know the players that I'm even speaking of. And that's how it was when that situation happened with me. And even in that time, Jay Dunn wasn't making videos. Jay Dunn didn't start making videos till Susie's ass was told she couldn't be here for 3 years. Jay Dunn did not start making videos until Susie got put off of YouTube. So she want to act like she's a big bad man. No, the fuck you not, because you was awfully fucking quiet when Susie El Cordone was roaming these streets. It was a handful of quiet bitches out here that really got their start when that bitch got popped, if you want to be honest. Hey, Queen Lady T. Queen Lady T said, to a degree, yes, she was. She has always stated Jay Dunn doesn't know how to stop and move on. See? And that's what everybody says about her. They say she don't know how to move on. She doesn't know how to stop. And she has a problem with making every situation about her. They say she has societal issues. She doesn't know how to act in polite society. So maybe she is actually fucking slow. Maybe the bitch is like Chunk from the Goonies or whatever the fuck. Because that's definitely how she's acting. I don't know where I was today, but I was somewhere and I seen Mona fucking Simone on a panel up there with Dory. And somebody in the chat asked Mona what was Asperger's. Because y'all know Mona's around here pretending to have fucking Asperger's now that she can't milk nothing else about that back of hers and back surgery and all this other shit. She can't milk that no more. Now the bitch got Asperger's all of a sudden. I believe Jay Dunn really have this shit. Cause that's how the bitch act. She act like she ain't never been in polite society before. She act like her mama ain't never teach her nothing. Now I know the lady didn't have that long of a time to teach her anything, but 19 years is a pretty decent time to learn how to be a fucking human being. A decent one at that. But y'all know I will give the benefit of the doubt. A lot of shit that Jay Dunn says is true. When she compares to how people treat her, some of the shit is true. You can't deny it. But it's just people treat you like that because you act so fucking annoying. If you would learn how to act right and shut the fuck up sometimes, people wouldn't treat you badly for you to have to then go behind them and do something even more detrimental. So it's like a never-ending cycle of fucked upness that starts with you, Jay Dunn. Lynn T said people with Asperger's are usually very smart. They are very smart, but they're socially fucking awkward. Like that motherfucker on Big Bang Theory, Sheldon. He's very smart, But he's an asshole. He's socially fucking deficient. If you watch that show, if you've ever watched that show, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Bingo, Brooklyn Star. Brooklyn Star says, I think the people who deal with her ain't that bright either. And isn't it infuriating that Jay Wilson, like, is almost, like, refusing to block the bitch? Isn't that some of the most infuriating shit? It is absolutely maddening. But I understand the method to his madness. Jay Dunn makes him money. People like to see him get into that bitch's ass and cuss her the fuck out. Like Timothy Blaine. Why you think Tim is not blocked? Because he makes him money. So he really is. Jay Wilson really is doing everything in his power not to block Jay Dunn's ass because that bitch makes him money. People like to see him drag her ass. I sure the fuck do. And if he blocks her, then he loses access to what she's saying in chats to give him the ability to drag that bitch. If he blocks her, he can't see her being an asshole in Nika's chat, which means that he can't hit the live button to drag her ass. So, yes, it is very infuriating that he just won't block that bitch and move on, but he needs her for the content. I don't need that bitch for the content. I've been blocked that bitch and got her to fuck up out of my psyche and my sight line. Fuck that shit. It's not worth it. Like, some headaches aren't worth it. Jay Dunn is like smoking Babbage ass weed. Like that shit straight from Mexico. It's not worth it. It's gonna fucking hurt your lungs, give you a headache. You ain't even really gonna get that high. It's not even worth it. Bitch, you are Babbage weed. You are Reggie, Jay Dunn. It's not fucking worth it. Especially when you're used to better. He stated he's never spoken to her. He isn't sure how she got his number. He said she doxed him. I don't know if that's true, chit chat. Because he's definitely said that he's called that bitch before. I definitely believe they've talked on the phone before, and she said that she got the number during the Atlanta. Was it Atlanta? Yeah, during the Atlanta thing. It's when she got the number because they were all quote unquote on the show together. Brooklyn said, look at Pastor giving his coworker his real number. Girl, now as jazzy and as hip as you think Pastor is, that's still an old nigga at the end of the day. And he don't know nothing about no Google Voice numbers and all that shit. He don't know nothing about no text now numbers. That's still an old nigga at the end of the day. That's still Pop. No offense to the older people, but you know what I'm saying. All right, y'all, hold on. Let me get back to these little stinking notes that I got so we could talk about something else. Hold on. Okay, so I don't know if you guys know, but Stomp Down had both of his pages deleted. I heard him say that they were flagged because he was calling somebody the F word ad nauseum. And he's got two new pages now. And on his two new pages, he came at Honest Row. So I don't know exactly what the reason was. Them two got into it with each other. I mean, neither one of them really made it clear. But as far as from what I understand, Honest Rose said, because I'm not subscribed to him, I did go over there and see what the dealio was when they started beefing. But so as far as from what Honest Rose was saying, he was kind of making it like Stomp Down just attacked him out of nowhere, and other people are involved. Like, it's really weird over there with them people in that whole situation. They really don't give you the full scenario of what's going on. It feels like they're doing a lot of stuff with each other behind the scenes. A lot of secret conversations go on with that group over there. So, yeah. Brianna, I was in her live the other day and she was going on and on and on about how funny Honest Row is. So I went back over there again and tried to find what was funny or what was hilarious. I couldn't really find it. Honest Row is funny with his little facial expressions, but I don't think that's like intentionally funny. I think it's just like how Tracy isn't intentionally funny. She's just funny acting and funny looking, and regular people find that type of shit hilarious. I think that's probably a little bit of what Honest Row has going on over there. Yes, girl, he had to start new channels. And so far, he's only got like 190 subscribers on the main channel. I don't know how many he's got on the other channel. Ain't too many people sharing his shit out. But I mean, can you blame them? I'm not sharing this shit out. That bitch got in his fifis and blocked me. So I'm not sharing a motherfucking thing. You bitches gonna have to find it on your own, or somebody else gonna have to share it. Also, Stomp Down has been saying that tonight Wonky Pro is supposed to be coming back. Y'all know, according to Rico, Wonky got ran the fuck off of these YouTube streets a couple of months ago. So Wonky is supposed to be coming back tonight. I did go over to his page. I am subscribed to him, and I hit the bell. So I'm gonna be nosy trying to see what the fuck he gonna say with his comeback. I will not be there exactly when he goes live because he likes to play a lot of fucking music and he's real long-winded to get to the point in the beginning of his videos. So I'll check in with him maybe 45 minutes after he's been live so I can get the gist and get the fuck on. Brooklyn Star said, I like Honest Row voice. He is okay to listen to, but the way Brianna was going on and on about how he's so funny, I didn't see it. I didn't get it. I did not receive that. Yeah, Montori said, I like Row, but he's not hilarious type funny. No, he's not. Oh, Montori said, I didn't like Juan Pro. He needs to go to the rice and beans sector. Is there such a thing, Montoria? Is there such a thing, bitch? Because over here in the beef sector, anybody who come in the chat not speaking English automatically gets fucking blocked. So I don't know nothing about them other foreign language speaking sectors. So yeah, that I hit the wrong phone. I'm looking for notes on the wrong damn phone, y'all. Sorry. I was just over here talking and shit. Sorry, y'all. So I'm switching to new notes now. Okay, so sometime last week, D Spot went live. Y'all know official D Spot. And for whatever reason, he dragged the shit out of Sir King and Lemon. Now, y'all know I'm not subscribed to Sir King, so I don't know what set D Spot off, but whatever it was, he dragged the shit out of that nigga, and it was hilarious. If y'all did not see it, y'all need to go over and see it. Not only Sir King, he tagged into Lemon's ass real good too. Hold on. He focused mostly on Lemon. He said that Sir King and Lemon were over on Sir King's channel the previous night and they were talking shit about him, and he was in the bushes and he caught that shit. You know what, Montoria? It's a handful of people who like D Spot's mukbangs. I'm not a mukbang girl at all. Like it just the obnoxiousness of the sucking and the slurping drives me absolutely insane. Now, if it's natural sucking and slurping, in a regular eating setting with people, I can deal with that. But the putting 10 on 20 with the mukbangs, I can't do. So I avoid everyone who ever does mukbangs, and I take personal offense when people in the B sector decide all of a sudden to start eating during a live and they have not placed mukbang in the title. If you start munching and smacking away on some shit during the live and you don't like kind of give some pre-warning or like, excuse me guys, I'm so sorry for eating, but I'm starving, I can't help it, like I'll deal with it if you give some type of pre-warning or disclaimer. But just to do that shit in my ear, I don't like it, I don't appreciate it, I take great offense to it. So I've seen one of D Spot's mukbangs because I do like lobster. So I watch some lobster mukbangs sometimes, but no, child. That's what Sir Sissy and his lane do. They talk about folks that get defensive. Hey, View. I don't know if I spoke to you yet. Lynn T, I'm scrolling back up in the chat. Lynn T said, didn't he say that Wiley catfished him? Um, I don't know the whole story behind Juan and Wiley. I thought that it was like they met up in real life, like it was a real life catfish. Like Juan lived in Texas at one point, and I don't know if he showed up over Wiley's house or Wiley showed up over his house, but it was, I get the feeling that it was some real life catfish. I've been to Juan's page when I first got wind of this situation. I went to his page and I really did a deep dive and a scour to try to find any video to where he was talking about it. I couldn't find it. I couldn't find any video to where Wiley was talking about it either. So oh, I'm sorry, View said you didn't, and I was starting to feel some kind of way. I'm sorry, View. I said, well, damn, what did I do to Thotty? Girl, you ain't did nothing. Juan is in NYC, right? So how did Wiley limp his? I don't know, Montoria. Like I said, I could never get a full story from either one of them about what exactly happened. Juan would mention it in like little roundabout ways. I found a video where Wiley mentioned it in a roundabout way, but just something about the way that they were speaking on it made me get the feeling that it was an actual real life meetup and not like an online catfish, like how Wiley online catfish Jay Wilson. I got the feeling that it was a little more to the Wiley and Juan situation than to like what happened with Jay Wilson, if that makes sense. Y'all know these motherfuckers around here. If you don't give me the information and the details, bitch, I'm gonna start reading between the lines. I'm gonna start reading between the fucking lines. Rico touched on it, but he didn't get into it in the real detail. You know what? The next time Rico was going off on either one of them, if it happens again, which it probably will because it's the beef sector, the next time he's going off on either one of them, Wiley or Juan Key, I'm gonna slide in the chat and I'm gonna ask Rico to give us a rundown on that situation because I want to know. I know you bitches want to know too. They had Surviving Wiley videos. I know that King Payne did the Surviving Wiley, but I didn't really watch them. I'm not really a big King Payne fan. He is very, very, very long winded. He draws his sentences out like nobody's fucking business. It really irks me that he won't just spit it out half the time. So I very rarely, if ever, watch King Payne unless it's some type of big exclusive happening in celebrity news over on his page. One of them is all about the Wiley and JKP situation. Oh, okay. All right, Lynn T. I'm gonna have to go over there and kind of scroll through it and see what had happened. All right. Thank you, Linty, for the update on that. Surviving Wiley. Even saying this shit is hilarious. Speaking of Wiley and that whole situation and those people over there, have y'all been keeping up with Tasha K and what she got going on with this whole Africa excursion her and her family are on? What do y'all think about Tasha and them African outfits? Hold on real quick. Let me go get a straw for my milkshake, bitch. Hold on. But what do y'all think about Tasha and these African outfits she got on? Personally, I don't really care for them. They are not very well fitting. They're ill fitting, and it seems like the fabric is a little bit heavy and a little bit too starched. It doesn't have a good flow. It seems like there's no flow to the outfits and they're ill fitting, in my opinion. And I'm wondering, where is she getting them from? Is she borrowing them from family members? Is she borrowing them from one of Shake's sisters who's kind of like her size or near her size? Yeah, Mildred said they don't look authentic. I mean, technically, it looks like some cheap fabric that you would use in home economics class to make a pillow with. Like that cheap, stiff fabric that you make that little 5 by 5 by 5 pillow with in home economics class. That's the kind of fabric it looks like. Ooh, big Libra stepper, bitch. Shout out to the Libras in the chat. It's our season. Big Libra stepper said Lil Boosie is unhinged. All right, y'all. Y'all heard me say I got a milkshake, so. Linty said, I remember that pillow, bitch. That little hard ass motherfucker pillow they had you making home economics class. That's what the fabric remind me of, though. Just stiff and hard, no flow. But hold on. A milkshake from Hardee's, a chocolate. Brooklyn said it looked way better than her American clothes. Somebody said Tasha is unhinged. Did y'all see the other day when Tasha dropped down in Timothy Blaine's fucking chat? Were y'all around? Did y'all witness that shit? Bitch, I was over in Tim's bushes when the shit happened. I was like, is this Tasha? I said, bitch, is this Tasha? It was her. It had the check by it and everything. He was over there going off, calling her a bunch of bitches and niggas for the way that she was acting over in Africa, kind of making like a joke of doing a GoFundMe for the poor Africans. Oh, okay. Linty said she didn't see it. Okay, so Tasha K, about 3 days ago, made a video. I think she was out on location in Mali. Y'all know she's in Mali in Africa. In her video, she was joking around and she said it's a lot of poverty and poor shit going on here. I'm going to start a GoFundMe for these poor Africans. And then Tasha deleted the video right after because I was in the middle of watching it when it got deleted. So, right after she deleted her video, Timothy Blaine goes live. And Timothy Blaine cusses this bitch out for portraying the Africans as poor, for joking and being jovial about it, for scamming people or even planning to scam people with the GoFundMe for the Africans. And he had her name in the title. Now, you know, Tasha is very much like a Tommy Sotomayor. If you put their name in the title, they search their names ad nauseum all day, every day. It's that narcissism shit. So if you put their name in the title, most likely they're going to see it or hear it or be in your bushes or whatever. So he's going the fuck off on Tasha and she drops down in the chat, bitch. I can't remember exactly what she said, but I did screenshot it because I was sending it to my bitches. But basically, she was trying to say that She was trying to fend for herself and her actions in that previous video that she had deleted. And then Timothy Blaine is like, well, if you so good and you ain't doing nothing wrong, why you delete the video, nigga? Why you delete the video, nigga? And so Tasha goes and puts the video back up, and then she goes live and she's referencing Timothy Blaine without saying his name. She goes live and she was like, what was that? What was that? See, can't nobody tell me that I'm not being good to the people in this country. Cause you're not here like doing that type of shit. So yeah, whoever said that Tasha is unhinged, I'm not agreeing with you. I'm just saying that I probably saw what you saw. And for somebody who don't like her, it may be given a little taint of unhinged. But bitch, I'm a wino, so I'ma let it slide. And I like the drama. And Tasha was back down in the B sector again. Even though she pretend like she's above us, even though she pretend like she don't know us, even though she pretend like she's sorry for sending people over here back in the day. No, you ain't, bitch. You one of us. You always gonna be one of us, just like the rest of them who are still a one of us. Speaking of one of us, when I went to go see the Woman King movie, I saw a preview for a new movie that's out. I don't know the name of it, but it's an LGBTQIA movie, and T.S. Madison is in the movie. I saw that bitch on the big screen, and I squealed with delight. I was like, look at the B-sector, bitch! Because, yes, I claim her, too. We on the big screen. God damn it. Okay, Brooklyn Star say, bro is the movie. Thank you, Brooklyn Star. Bitch, I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. I said, look at Maddie. I was shocked, bitch. In the preview, the movie looked real funny. I don't know if I'm going to the movie theater to see it because T.S. Madison is the only one that I would really want to see out of that cast, but it did look kind of funny. I would definitely watch it here at the house. All right, y'all, let me get back to these notes real quick. Hold on. Okay, so did y'all see on Pizarro's about like 4 days ago? Dwayne and Brian got into it. Y'all know Dwayne, Shady Blue, in Pizarro's chat. That's the one she called twin. That's also the one that told us about Brianna. Brianna can't walk to her car in the rain, and Brianna don't take her trash out, and Brianna mama have to come over there and take care of her. Dwayne, that one. Yeah. So him and Brian got into it over on Pazar about like 4 or 5 nights ago. Bitch, that shit was explosive. Explosive, nigga. Do you hear me? If y'all didn't see it, you need to go back and try to search for it. Just go to her last like 4 or 5 videos, kind of scroll through till you see them two niggas on the screen, and sit back and enjoy if you did not see that shit. Cause it was crazy. So they started off real nice with each other, but then all of a sudden, I think Dwayne kind of started it and said something about Brian's mama in that shoe. And why the fuck did he do that? Because Brian lost his shit and went exorcist on that nigga. Shout out to Mother, because Mother say Brian be going exorcist on the girls with the spinning head and the spitting of the pea soup and all that nonsense. So Brian went exorcist on Dwayne and started calling that nigga Rice Krispie treat tongue. Because y'all remember when Dwayne and Deanna got into it, Deanna released them photos allegedly of Dwayne with her peas all around his mouth and all on his tongue. So Brian was calling Dwayne Rice Krispie treat tongue, and Dwayne was talking about Brian's mama in that shoe. And bitch, they went for about like a good 35-40 minutes nonstop. It was really good background noise. It was a decent amount of chuckles and giggles through that little situation they had. It was real good. I enjoyed it. Libra Big Stepper said, I remember that. Gummy, why you talking about fuck pizza? What pizza did to you? Hey, Gummy, what pizza did to you? Girl, you know I can't keep up with all the little side beefs. I try my damnedest, but y'all be beefing in other places that I don't be at. Hey, cool ass chick. Oh, and again, thank you to all my members. I appreciate y'all. Y'all are this shit. And we're gonna do another members only. What the fuck is today? Today is Saturday, so we'll probably do another members only like Monday or Tuesday. And we're really gonna talk some shit in the members only. Hey, Chipper. Miss Lawrence and TS are in the movie Bros, and Miss Lawrence is an accomplished TV series and movie actor. Let's be clear. Now, Miss Lawrence, is that the one who like he's a man, but he's very feminine and he wears like earrings and stuff? Is that who Miss Lawrence is? Because I've seen him before, but I'm not really familiar with him like that. Because it's two black actors in that movie, and I know I've seen both of them before. I haven't watched Pissy in a while, but I will have to go watch that video. Yep, Lawrence is going to be in a movie about gay men getting married, right? I don't even know what the premise of the movie is, but I just saw it was a comedy movie. And it had to do with like romance or something. But it looked real cute. It was a real cute spot. And not only that, it was during the Woman King movie. So you know they're going to get hella exposure because the trailer is being played during that movie. And when we went to the movie in the theater, because you know there is a decent amount of black people here, but we went during a Tuesday morning showing. We went like 11:15 on a Tuesday. So I wasn't expecting the movie theater to be full. But baby, I'm telling you, the movie theater was full of black people. We showed up and we showed out Tuesday at 11 a.m. So I know all the other showings, people were showing up and showing out. Now there were also white people there, but it was definitely a we showed up and we showed out type of event on a Tuesday at 11:15 for the Woman King. So it was very nice to see. And they were older black folks. I think I probably was the youngest one in there. So, yeah. All right, hold on. It's good, Gummy Bama. You're going to like it. The action was amazing. The storyline was good too. But the action, woo, it was realistic. It wasn't no fake flying through the air type of fights. The shit was realistic. And their bodies were built. They were amazing. The acting, everything. I give it 2 thumbs up. All right, hold on. Let me get back to my notes. So, you guys remember we were just talking about this whole situation with Dwayne and Brian. And you remember how I told you they were going for like a good 45 minutes and it was entertaining the whole time. Do y'all want to know what fucking killed it? Do y'all want to know what killed the mood? Jake from State Farm brought her ass up there and switched the fucking narrative to some stupid bullshit about her, and I ended up leaving. You went through the Jay Wilson Dunn situation. Jay was dying laughing. You know what, Gummy? I went through it a little bit, but I didn't really get into that part of it. Jay Wilson, during his little 9-minute rebuttal to Jay Dunn, that nigga was giggling his ass off. Even though he was trying to play like scared white woman, he tried his damnedest to play scared white woman, but he was giggling his ass off. And then he turned around and he said that he was going to call Bambi and Intrinsic instead of the police. So that told me where the situation lies. One of my bitches was like, so do you think that anything is going to come of this? And I said, yeah, something's going to come of it. Good entertainment for us. Something for us to talk about. And some good drags from Jay Wilson dragging the shit out of Jay Dunn. I can't wait. I can't wait for him to really properly drag that bitch. I hope she really takes him there like Kwani did. You know, Jay Wilson, he likes to forget that he cussed Kwani the fuck out that time. And that's the reason why he got that new microphone. He likes to only kind of say that, you know, he called properly the Baptist Bulldagger and a couple of bitches. But he likes to forget that Kwani was the one that really got him in his fee-fees. I hope Jay Dunn pushes him to that level, because I really want him to give that bitch the veracity and the cussing that she fucking deserves. She keeps asking for it. Give it to her. She keeps asking for it. Give it to her motherfucking ass. Hey, SAPD. Gummy said he already did, Thotty. He ain't cuss that bitch like that, like that. I mean, he said some funny shit and kind of gave it to her, but he ain't give it to her like he could give it to her. He need to stop playing games with some bitches you can't play games with. We've had these discussions before. Some of these bitches you cannot play nice pity pat games with. Some of these bitches you gotta aim for the jugular off the rip. I know it's not nice. I know it's not Christianly, but some of these bitches you just gotta aim for the jugular off the rip. She one of them. Gummy said he gives it to her once or twice a year and they always make up. That's because that bitch is a glutton for punishment. That's because her ass is a fucking masochist and he's a sadist. And once you get to down to that point, they're a match made in heaven. There are a lot of masochist sadist groups on this motherfucker, if you notice. The ones who like to beat up and the ones who like to get beat up and how they link up. How we watch them beat up each other. It's a lot of S&M relationships on this beef sector. I see you bitches. The last time she got mad and released their text message, Wilson should have seen the writing on the wall then. You know what, Gummy? He do so much that little stuff like that, he's apt to forget it. He do so much that little stuff like that, he's apt to forget that shit. I believe. Like when you do so fucking much and you have so many issues and so many random beefs with people over and over for so many years on and off, like some of that shit gets lost in the wash. All right, y'all, hold on real quick. Let me get back to these notes. Okay, so I don't know if y'all caught this last week sometime, but I have a note here of me telling myself that Clyde and Kimmy were beefing last week. Clyde Diva and Kimmy was beefing. And I also told myself that Clyde Diva claims that she has naked pictures of Kimmy and that she is threatening to put that shit out. I don't know how fucking true that could possibly be, because why on God's green earth would, of all people, Clyde Diva end up with any type of naked pictures of anybody? Blows my mind. So, they said Clyde was running the streets, but I never went over there. Neither did I. I don't know where I heard this note from, but I know wherever I heard it from, it sounded pertinent enough for me to take the damn note on it. Kimmy, the next note, I'm telling myself that Kimmy said, bitch, she is going to sue. Y'all know Kimmy. Okay, so because Kimmy was over there saying that she was going to fucking sue Clyde, what does that actually mean? What does that mean? Does that mean that it's a possibility that Clyde really does have naked pictures of Kimmy? Because if she doesn't have naked pictures of you, what are you suing for? How could you sue if she doesn't have naked pictures of you? So that I guess that made me re-explore it and be like, well, maybe there's a little something there. Maybe there's a little there. Because why would you be threatening to sue about some shit that doesn't exist? Y'all see what I'm saying? Now that's explosive. Somebody get those pics to Jake Dunn. She'll release it. Ew, Gummy Bama. First of all, don't nobody want to see that shit. Don't nobody want to see that shit. Ew, Gummy Bama. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna talk about is Tita Talks and Melissa Scott was over there beefing. Did y'all get a hold around that shit? I posted Tita's video over on my community tab because that shit caught me off guard. Like, Tita don't really be beefing. I mean, she's a part of the B sector, but she don't really be beefing like that. She'll give her opinion on some shit. Sometimes it get a little spicy, but I don't really see her over there just cussing bitches out. Well, Melissa Scott got cussed the fuck out the other day by Tita. Not only did she get cussed the fuck out, Tita, bitch, that bitch was in her bathroom doing her morning routine, washing her face, brushing her gums and shit. This bitch took her robe off. She was in her bathroom and she got in that shower and she washed her ass while dragging Melissa Scott while live. I was like, bitch, it's a lot going on in this motherfucking video. So it was a lot said. Tita said a lot without saying a lot, as usual, the way these niggas do these days. But from what I gather, the situation was Tita feels like Melissa Scott was never really her friend. Tita made comments about Melissa Scott's never really done anything or sent her anything, not even just a birthday card. But they've been friends for like 4 going on 5 years. Tita said this ain't the first time her and Melissa done fell out. They've had issues before. And recently, Tita just have felt like things just aren't going to work out between them and their friendship. Like, Tita was saying a lot of subliminal shit like that, but she really didn't get to the punch in the pudding of what the fuck the issue is. So, whatever it is, even though Tita did tell Melissa about herself and told Melissa that she doesn't feel like she's a good friend and she feels like Melissa throws rocks and hide her hands, and she feels like Melissa, did she say, I think she might have made mention of something like Melissa be trying to stunt or to act a certain way in front of other people. Like, it was a lot of stuff like that being said. So yeah, if y'all didn't know about that, them two was beefing earlier this week. Tita calls Melissa Missy. Tita also said that she felt like the relationship between those two was a one-sided type of thing. Tita also called Melissa a turncoat. She did not break down what the turncoat situation was about. And at the end of the notes that I took, the last thing that I really heard Tita say that really stuck out to me was Tita was saying how Melissa Scott likes to run her goddamn mouth. So, whatever that means. So, those are the clues for y'all. Y'all can try to put all that shit together and figure out what they actually fucking beefing about, because I don't know. I don't think I'm subscribed to Melissa Scott. I think I was for a second, but then I think I unsubscribed because I just, I wasn't feeling nothing over there. So I had to skedaddle from over there. So I don't know what Melissa's response is, if she even had one. Ooh, Tita also said that Melissa was fake and that she did not like half the people that she rocks with, but she continued to sit around them and play fake games in their faces. All right, hold on real quick, y'all. Okay, so the next notes that I took was about all these begathons that have been going on through the hurricane, but that's been talked about ad nauseum for like a week now or a couple of days now. I don't want to talk about that shit. So we're gonna move on to the next note. The next note on here, I was talking about the situation where Nika was at her last leg and she ended up cussing Jay Dunn the fuck out. Y'all remember that video a couple of days ago? Well, it struck me and it really bothers me. It does. It bothers me every time this happens. Hold on, let me get back to my it bothers me every time this happens. Like Nika will be going off of somebody and she'll really be giving it to him. It'll be a good fucking live. And people will be in her chat, calm down, Nika, calm down. Calm down, Nika, calm. Like she's not a whole fucking full grown grandmother and knows what she's doing. And not only that, like James hopped up there. During her cussing Jay Dunn out, James hops up there and makes her stop. That shit pisses me off. Every time he does it, I'm like, how fucking dare he? And how dare she allow him to? That shit bothers the hell out of me. Because nobody dares does that shit to him, but he just feels that he has the fucking power to jump up wherever and to snatch her off of a fucking panel or to take her down from somewhere or to tell her she shouldn't be doing something that she's doing. That shit really fucking bothers me. And it really bothers me that she allows that shit. That's another S&M relationship. One of them is a masochist, the other is a sadist. Can you bitches pick which one is which? I was enjoying Nika cussing that bitch out. Who gives a fuck if she got a doctor's appointment tomorrow? High blood pressure is high blood pressure, whether I'm cussing you the fuck out or not. Pissed off is pissed off, whether it's coming out of my mouth or not. Give me the freedom on my fucking panel to express myself how I want to. Nobody stops him when he's over there cleaning motherfuckers up and going off. Nobody jumps up there and tells his motherfucking ass to calm down. That nigga's in remission. He got doctor's appointments too. According to what Sean has told us, that nigga got whole diabetes. So what the fuck is the difference? I don't like that shit. That shit put a nasty taste in my mouth and I fucking left. Hey, don't ask me, Ish. Hey, diving. Anybody else who came in here, if I missed y'all, I'm sorry. Y'all know I'll be going off on little tangents and I'll be looking at the chat because I'll be getting distracted. Gummy Bama said, don't forget on site April. Did she jump up there and try to get Nika off too? Y'all know I have a tendency to turn a slightly blind eye to people that I like. Ooh, Gummy Bama said, "Yep, girl, Gummy Bama. You know what? It didn't even register to me because I like April. I like James too, but just for some reason, when he does that shit, it fucking bothers me. It was bothering me to all the people in the chat telling her to calm the fuck down too. Like, bitch, Nika hardly ever goes off like that. Bitch, give us what we want and let it go. What the fuck? Like, these people be trying to fucking sabotage her platform. Because I'm telling you, a bitch like me, I left, I took my light back, and I grabbed my motherfucking pocketbook, and I pooched my ass the fuck on up out of there when that shit happened. Lynn T said, I left too. All right, y'all, hold on. Okay, bitch. Wait a minute. Chipper say, please on Cripple April, aka on Snore April, who begs for Percocets from subbies and content creators, aka Nazima Jackson from Tu Wong Fu. Why y'all don't like April? I like April. I like April. April hair be done. April makeup be done. April is a bad bitch. And she be cussing them niggas out. I like how she call them fuck niggas. I like that shit. Gummy said April cool, but she did a James on that panel. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, Gummy, she did. But like I said, it didn't even register to me because I like her. My brain didn't even go there. It just fucking disregarded it and pushed it to the back. I was looking for bitches who I didn't like to have a problem with. Oh, Brooklyn Star. Oh my God. Gummy Bama say play it back. Gummy, I can't play it back, Gummy, because it's gonna raise my fucking pressure again. With all that shit in the chat and all that, and like it was an onslaught of people trying to stop Nika from doing what she was doing. Like she's some type of fucking old frail lady who can't let her pressure get above 72 or that's the end. Lights out. Like that's how them niggas was acting. Like, what the fuck? The bitch had a doctor's appointment the next day. Okay, so she might have had to go get a lupus shot. And it ain't her first, it won't be her fucking last. Let her say what she gotta say. But that's just me. And I would have been pissed. I would have been blocking you bitches left and right. All right, hold on. Let me see what else. I know I have something else here. Okay, so do y'all niggas notice? Okay, so y'all know Dovey took it upon herself to be the beef sector weather girl reporter for Hurricane Ian. Y'all know that, right? And when she did that, it tickled the hell out of me because she really gave herself that title. And the way she was saying, the bitch was serious. She was like, this yo Hurricane Ian, beef sector, weather girl, reporting the weather. And the bitch be serious. But I don't know if y'all noticed the snake ass shit that happened during the whole hurricane. Jay Wilson scooped his bald head ass right up underneath Dovey and snatched her weather girl position from among her. He snatched her position right from underneath her, right in front of all of us. I said, wait a minute, bitch, we had a weather girl. Who this nigga? I said, don't you let this nigga snatch your weather girl position. Baby. Pastor A shit, and I love it, bitch. I fucking love it. I was just sitting there one day and he was talking about the shit. And he was playing CNN or some shit. I'm like, wait a minute, ain't this Dovey job? Ain't this Dovey job? I said, where's Dovey? Bitch, he done got your position. Woo, boy, oh boy, oh boy. I just wanted to see. Okay, so I see people in here, y'all. I'm just glad I'm not the only one that peeped that shit. Bitch, I'm sitting over here just listening. I had an epiphany all of a sudden. I'm like, oh, wait a minute, bitch. Ain't Dovey supposed to be the weather girl? Where is she at? Baby, he slid into that position real nice and easy, didn't he? Slid into the position of weather girl, slid into the position of motherfucking fundraiser, Jerry Lewis and Jared's kids. Baby, he was doing the absolute most. Y'all already know how I feel about all this begging and shit during the fucking hurricane. It was unbecoming. It was embarrassing. I didn't like it. And I mean, I've said enough on my community tabs and beforehand. When the shit really kind of got started, I don't need to reiterate on that shit. But anybody with a little smidgen of decency sees what it is and knows what it is, and you bitches can have that shit. Now, I was very upset because I was seeing people who I've never seen in any of our chats before. These motherfuckers were dropping down and dropping their cash apps. I'm like, bitch, who is you? Where you come from? Is you over here visiting? You staying with your cousin for the summer? Who the fuck is you? That's what I was giving. But then at the end of the day, I don't think that Beef Sector would be cash apping no name, no nothing ass bitches who we never seen before. Like, I feel like there were enough names on those lists of begging. There were enough names on those lists of begging for people who were known to where the unknown people, I would be really hard pressed to think that they got a fucking dime out of any of it. Because, bitch, we don't know you. Who are you? Where did you come from? What set you claim, bitch? And not only that, just the audacity. You so fucking scary or whatever that you never drop down in nobody's chat until it's time for some motherfucking money to be gave away. And then here you fucking roach ass bitches come. Hey, lovely 404. Hey, Crafts and Halls. So like I said, in the beginning, the shit was very, very upsetting to me. But after I sat back and I had a time to think about it and really rationalize it, I know that not one of those bitches, those brand new bitches who don't nobody fucking know, not one of them got a goddamn dime. And I stand in that. Diamond said, even if people say that they don't follow a club or a gang, whatever, whatever, it's still a little crap because when I decide I stand firm, I don't sway. I know that's right. Name names. I don't know they fucking names. Gummy Bama, that's the thing. It was a bunch of bitches I never seen before. I don't know they fucking names. Go over to Allie's community tab. She got all them goddamn names up there. Go to Jay Wilson's hurricane fucking videos. He got all the names plastered across his screen. I don't know them bitches. We don't know them bitches. Oh, Gummy said, oh, no, I misheard you. Sorry. It's cool, girl. I'm like, girl, I don't know them bitches. All right, hold on. Let me get to the next note. I think we get to the end. Okay, so y'all know, as of the time that I took these notes like 3 days ago, Kimmy and Misunderstood had fallen out, and it seems like it was real this time. Now, I don't know what's happened between 3 days and now. You know, them bitches are one of the most notorious pairs of makeup and breakup. and make up and break up. Like them two bitches, Kimmy and Misunderstood, are notorious for that makeup and breakup shit. So as the time that I'm reporting that them bitches and broke up, they could have gotten back together, unbeknownst to me, with the way they fucking do. But we're gonna report that them bitches have broken up. And the reason they have broken up, if y'all bitches missed it, is because Kimmy was over in Misunderstood's chat one night, and Tracy was also in the chat. I believe both of them bitches are moderators over on Misunderstood. I'm not really 100% clear on that because I don't watch her. And Tracy got me blocked anyway, so I can't see her. But I believe both of them are moderators over there. And Kimmy was able to see, even though Kimmy's got Tracy blocked, she should not be able to see her. She was able to see Tracy saying that she hopes Kimmy drowns during the hurricane. Kimmy was so upset that Misunderstood would allow that type of comment in her chat when Kimmy would never allow that type of thing in her chat about Misunderstood. So, y'all know that Kimmy and Misunderstood and Tracy have been doing this little tug of war for about 2 months now. And it seems like maybe the shit has really come to a head. Somebody asked Kimmy a good question. They was like, I think it was fucking Kwani. Of all goddamn people, Kwani came up on Kimmy's panel and was the voice of a little bit of reason. Kwani, she's good for like 3 times a year. That bitch will be on it, and she'll be the voice of reason. But for the most part, that's a crazy bitch, and we know it's a crazy bitch. But a broke clock is right, twice a day, they say? So this is her wants of being right. The bitch got one more time before the year is over. So be on the lookout for that. But whatever. Kwani came up there. Kwani asked her, she was like, Kimmy, why don't you just block Tracy? Kimmy said, Kwani, I already have her blocked. Kwani said, well, Kimmy, if you already have her blocked, how did you even see the fucking comment? Kimmy's ass was on another device, incognito, in Misunderstood's chat. So, isn't that a saying they say when you go looking for something and you're gonna find it? That bitch was over there looking for something and she found what she was looking for, but when she found it, she could not handle it. Obviously. Why the fuck else would she be on 2 devices and one of them she signed out so she could see everybody in the chat? That bitch was looking for something and she found it. And when she found it, she couldn't handle it. She lost her shit. She went off on Misunderstood. Kwani made her realize that it was really corny for her going off on Misunderstood for some shit that Tracy said. But Kimmy didn't backtrack. She didn't backtrack. I'll give that to her. She was still on something. I know it may be corny, but fuck that bitch shit. So that's what was going on with them bitches as of the last time that I heard anything about the situation. Like I said previously, them 2 bitches are notorious for makeup and breakup. So at this point that I'm reporting it, they could have already made up. Who fucking knows? Gummy says, so Kimmy was trolling and got her feelings hurt pretty fucking much. Pretty fucking much. Does that Kimmy bitch work? She spends too much time on here to actually work. And what kind of job will hire her criminal ass? You know, Montoria, I hear people saying that she is in school to become a lawyer. I don't know how true that is. I just hear that's what people say. And I have not heard her come on here and rebut it. So I don't know. I don't know where the coin is coming from, child, but it's coming. It's keeping the lights on and the internet going, and she going live, so. Crafts and Hall say she's in law school, they say. Rolling eyes emoji. Ooh, Brooklyn Star say these toxic pen pal relationships. Girl, this shit's crazy. Crazy. All right, let me see. I think that might have been the last one. Oh, one more. Let's see. Oh, Lord Jesus. All right, so this last one, y'all, is like some serious grown-up stuff. So I don't know if y'all have been keeping up with Mimi checking fake hoes, but if you have not, her sister has been missing for like 6 days. The family can't find her. They hadn't heard from her. They've called the police. The police said there's been no activity on her phone or on her debit card. Mimi came live today with an update. In her update today, Mimi said that they have been in contact with somebody on the sister's Facebook page. She says that the person is claiming to be the sister, but at the time that Mimi had made the video earlier, they could not confirm that it was actually her sister group messaging the family from the Facebook page. Mimi said that her mom asked the sister some questions like, when did grandma die and things like that, and the person using the sister's Facebook page did not answer those questions. So y'all pray for Mimi and her family. Her sister is missing. It's been like 6 days. Mimi was on the Facebook Messenger app with the family and the person claiming to be the sister, just trying to get her to call one of them to let them know that it was actually her. They wanted her to just go call the FaceTime just for a second, just so they could see her, just to know that she's okay. So if y'all didn't know, Mimi checking fake hoes, her sister is missing. So go over there and give her some support, because I know shit is just going real crazy for them right now. I can't even imagine. And that was the end of the notes, guys. That was it. How long have we been on here? Ooh, bitch, an hour and 21 minutes. Ooh, see, y'all done got me fucked up. I'm supposed to be in there frying chicken and fish. But I'm in here running my mouth. I got niggas around here hungry, fucking with y'all. But it wasn't nobody live, and I was going to come live tomorrow morning, but I still have some cleanup outside to do. Like I said, our fence is falling down. We coordinated with the neighbor, so the neighbor's going to chop up the fence into pieces so we can haul it all to the front tomorrow. So I got grown-up stuff to do in the morning. I figured I would come live now since nobody was really on, and just let y'all know a couple of the notes I've been taking, some of the stuff I've seen, some of the things that other people don't really talk about, some of the smaller beefs, just to keep y'all up on, what's going on. Because sometimes these smaller beefs, they do matter, and they kind of wander out into larger situations. And I like to keep y'all updated on where the beef really starts, like the beginning. It really upsets me sometimes if I don't have the whole story, if I don't know like what the actual beginning issue is. Like the thing with Jay Dunn and Susie and the dead mama and the black roses. Like I really want to know that situation. So hopefully somebody will either get in my comment section, let me know, or somebody will do a video just revisiting that situation. And once again, I'm going to go to Official King Payne's channel. I'm going to scroll through his Surviving Wileys, and I'm going to try to find that episode with the Juan Key and the Wiley, because I want to know that shit too. Well, all right, y'all. It's your girl, Thotiana Bust It Down. Thank y'all so much for joining me. Thank you to all my members. Y'all fucking rock. You fucking rock, members. Thank y'all, thank y'all, thank y'all. Like I said, we'll do another members only live in about 3 days or so, depending on what happens. But we ain't holding them back. We're dragging everybody, even your faves, even my faves. So it is what it is. what I want to know about what, BL? Okay, wait a minute. About what? Because I just said like a couple of different things. What I want to know about the Jay Dunn and the Susie and the Black Flowers thing, that thing. Okay, so I want to know what caused Susie to even send those black roses or threaten to do it in the first place. What did Jay Dunn do to her that was so egregious that Jay Dunn couldn't let go, that Susie had to take it to that point? That's what I want to know, BL. And thank you, thank you, thank you. Jay Dunn kept picking, and she said something like your mama, and Susie had that mock funeral. It intensified from there. Is that fucking it? That can't be it. That can't be the fucking reason. Yo mama, that can't be the fucking reason. Well, okay, Montori said, well, that's Jasmine's narrative. Okay, so we're going to take that shit with a huge grain of fucking salt. Exactly, View. That is so simple. It can't be that fucking simple. For all of this goddamn drama. Ooh, Lynn T said, yeah, it was some dumb ish. BL said a little more. BL, goddamn it, put them thumbs to work, BL. Yeah, that's what happened. Jay Dunn blows everything out of proportion like you always do, modern day drama queen. What more is it? Spit it out, BL. Exactly. Tell us, BL. God damn it. Bitch, I was getting up off of here. You was acting like you had some tea, girl. Either shit or get off the damn pot. Montoria, shit or get off the pot. Every time somebody say that now, it just reminds me of fucking Tracy. It reminds me, oh, okay, BL. I'm gonna let you live, BL. You driving, okay. Just hit me in the comment section or whatever whenever you get a chance, BL. And thank you in advance. All right, y'all. I am out of here. Thank y'all so much. Have a great day. I'm about to go cook this damn fish and this chicken. Y'all niggas. Woo! All right, guys. Peace.